Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, funny story, I literally just recorded this video for 10 minutes, went to stop the recording and the camera had just turned off. So this is the second time recording. I'm probably gonna stop halfway through and go and make sure that it's filming because now I have anxiety around it because I swear I started the recording, so I'm not sure what's happening. But yes, a second time recording it. This video I wanted to cover 6 steps that you can take to attract more clients to your LinkedIn profile. If you're new to the channel, then welcome. Make sure that you subscribe and turn post notifications on if you want to be alerted every time I upload new videos every week. Now, without further ado, because I'm now nervous about this recording, I'm going to jump right into it with the 6 steps that you can take to attract more clients to your LinkedIn profile. So step number 1 is identifying your prospects. So in terms of identifying your prospects, you should know what your ideal client looks like. And I mean, I get this question all the time on sales calls where people want to know how to grow their business, make more money, but one of the questions that they have is, one of the common problems that I see is that they don't actually know who they're looking for in the first place, which is why there's so much resistance in terms of generating more sales. And I had this problem at the start of business, and even I have to refresh it every now and again. Sometimes I have to take a step back and think, okay, I'm trying to push this offer out, but who is this offer actually for? Who I'm actually looking for? Because I can't just sell it to a whole wide range of people because it might not be the solution to their problem. So identifying our prospects, you should know what your ideal prospect looks like. If you don't, I would recommend looking at some ideal clients that you currently have and seeing what attributes they share. So it could be if they're from the same industry, if they're from similar company headcounts, if they're all owners or managers or directors, basically different seniority levels. You can draw different parallels and see what your ideal client looks like and then how you can duplicate that using LinkedIn's Sales Navigator search or free search. Point number 2 is having a great profile. So we know what kind of clients we want to attract. So when we're building our profile, we can now think about the language that we're using, the keywords that we're including in our profile, and how we can make this appeal and resonate with our target market. So in terms of our profile, and I see this all the time and it baffles me because I just see someone's profile, and if you could be the best marketer in the world, you could have a hugely wildly successful agency and be generating millions of dollars of revenue and profit for your clients every single month. But if you haven't showcased this correctly on your profile, no one's going to know, and they're going to choose somebody else who's maybe showcased them quite well and put themselves across professionally. They're going to get that client because that client doesn't go to your page and doesn't have like a gut instinct and can tell, okay, George from Canada is incredible at what he does. Like, they don't know. You have to tell them and show them through your profile. So having a professional profile, I'm getting a bit heated about this one, is super, super important, and that is point number 2. Point number 3 is sending a welcome message. Obviously, if you're sending a welcome message, you will have connected with them. So send a connection request. When people accept you, I always like to send a welcome message saying, hey, welcome to my network. It's great to be connected. And then basically continue on the conversation, because a lot of the time, and if you have watched some of my previous videos, you'll know that in my connection requests, I like to go through the about section of someone's profile and picking out something that we have in common, something that I can speak to them about. So normally when someone accepts, they will respond to me. If they haven't, then I can send a follow-up message, which is point number 4. Now, in terms of the follow-up messages, you want to make sure that you keep it super light. You don't ever want to be pushy or salesy at the beginning. You want to let the sales process happen naturally. Think of this as a conversation, so don't think of LinkedIn as sales pitches. Just think about speaking to people and finding common ground with them, and it will happen organically, it will happen itself. Now, after we have sent these relationship building messages, we want to move on to point number 5, which is engaging with them in LinkedIn groups or with their content. Now, you can see what group someone is a member of by going to their profile, just scrolling to the bottom, and then it will show you their interests and common groups, things that you have in common. So the best thing to do is actually for you to go and join a bunch of groups that pertain to your industry, that contain thought leaders or potential clients for you, and then you'll naturally find those people, you'll naturally be a part of the same groups as your prospects. Secondly, it's engaging with their content. So say, for example, I have a prospect I've engaged with them, I've sent them relationship building messages, I've provided them with upfront value. I then go to their profile, have a look at the content that they're posting, I'm liking it, I'm commenting on it, I'm using it as conversation starters, and that further just builds the touch points that I'm having, so they're constantly being reminded that, and having my name, so Natasha Vilaseca has liked your post, Natasha Vilaseca has commented on your post, Natasha Vilaseca in your inbox. Like, I just want to be everywhere around that prospect so that they don't forget about me, they know who I am, and they're constantly reminded about me being associated with LinkedIn lead generation, so that whether they're not ready to buy now or not, when they are in the right position, they're gonna think of me. Now finally, point number 6 is moving relationships offline. So by offline, I don't technically mean off your laptop unless it's a face-to-face meeting. I just mean moving it away from the platform, so in this case, LinkedIn. Now, I never normally sell, I don't pitch anything on LinkedIn itself. I will speak to people in messages, on an inbox, and then I'll move them onto a sales call. On the sales call, that's where you're going to run them through your pitch, your sales process, and hopefully close them as a client. Now, that is everything I wanted to cover. Those are the 6 points that I recommend you follow and implement if you want to attract more clients to your LinkedIn profile and have more success with your lead generation. Now, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a nice comment down below. Also, feel free to leave any video requests that you have for me as well, and I will see you in the next one.